Sometimes change is our choice, but sometimes it's forced upon us, and how we respond to that challenge can make all the difference.
We're planning for the worst and hoping for the best, but absolutely, no good business plan is built around a weak theory.
Brad Wilson is the general manager up at the Bogus Basin Recreation Area, the nonprofit ski area situated 16 miles up a windy road that serves as a backdrop to the Boise foothills. Wilson is in the unique position of trying to figure out ways that the ski resort can survive into the future.
Historically, we used to open around Thanksgiving on natural snow, so we have a 50-year graph of snowfall and opening dates. And it was, probably an average of around the third week in November for us opening. Now it's the second or third week of December to open on natural snow.
That's where snowmaking comes in. Bogus Basin has expanded its ability to make snow. They've increased the size of their pond from which the water comes. They've doubled their number of snow guns, and they have plans to double their pumping capacity.
We can cover 75 acres of skiing with the snowmaking system. So we can open up to 4 top to bottom runs and the beginner hill. We'll keep blowing snow, clear up usually through about February. Once we have the runs established, and we can freshen them up with new snow from the snow guns. Really improves the grooming quality.
A necessity in a world where both snowfall and temperatures are unreliable and unpredictable.
We're snow farmers, so we look up into the sky and hope for the best, and we still depend on cold temperatures. And this year we had the warmest November on record, or very close if it wasn't. And so we struggled a bit even getting open at Thanksgiving. So we know we're going to battle temperatures from here on out.
A changing climate is the unfortunate reality that we seem to be facing. And although we hear about it plenty, understanding it is a whole other thing.
We've seen a dramatic increase in the amount of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, and it's primarily due to burning fossil fuels, it's due to deforestation, it's due to the release of methane from cattle herds and from landfills. And directly correlated with that increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, we see an increase in the global temperature. 1 degree Celsius, or almost 2 degrees Fahrenheit, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's tremendous. The rate at which the temperature has changed, we're seeing ice caps melting, we're seeing sea levels rising, we're seeing our oceans warming and acidifying. And because of all of that, we're seeing major changes to global weather patterns.
But not only is the environment suffering, the livelihoods of Idahoans are too.
With the really hot days and the smoky days, you're getting less people out recreating. Ranchers and farmers are having to figure out how to pivot to change their water use, the types of crops they grow, and plan for earlier or changing growing seasons.
Up on Bogus, Brad Wilson knows these facts, but he's not here to debate them. He's here to make sure the next generation of Idahoans has a place to spend a Saturday.
It's hard to argue that there's nothing going on. We all should be aware of it, and we are all aware of it. We can sit here and talk about why it's happening. I'm not in that game. All I know is it is happening, and we need to adapt to it.
So, along with snowmaking,
we can see blue sky, it's not smoky.
Bogus Basin has turned itself into somewhat of a summer destination.
Inhale your arms up towards the sky.
We have free yoga on the lawn every weekend in the summertime.
Sarah Jean, don't you let me.
We have pretty much weekly music events. And then we have a very huge mountain bike program, both downhill and cross country.
We started running lifts for mountain biking in 2016. And then after 2016, we started adding downhill specific bike trails. And every year since, we've been adding more trails with up to 9 new trails. And this summer we saw mountain biking really take off in a big way.
We have the mountain coaster, the only one in Idaho right now, and it's super popular. Kids love it. Adults love it.
We know we're going to have a warm, dry summer here in Idaho, and we're going to have lots of sunny days, and lots of people want to come recreate. And that's kind of our backup plan. Should we have a disastrous winter, we'll always have a good summer, and that'll help keep Bogus Basin a sustainable organization and keep us skiing and recreating in the future.
Bogus Basin's attempts to ensure its viability also have an added benefit.
When we put in the snowmaking system, we realized that we have all of these hydrants that have water all over the mountain, and so we have now put sprinklers on all the snowmaking hydrants for fire suppression. So if we do have the unlikely event of a wildfire, we can turn the snowmaking system on and wet down the whole mountain almost and protect it from wildfire.
The resort is also working to reduce its carbon footprint by buying renewable energy credits from Idaho Power.
It's hard to see how climate change is impacting our daily lives, which makes it feel abstract or not urgent. But the changes are happening now. Climate change is threatening everything that we value. It's threatening our water, our food, our recreation, and what we value in nature, and it's severely threatening our natural resources, which we need to have balance with to survive as a species with this planet.
Holy crap!
Oh, it makes me sad. I mean, that my kids or my grandkids or their kids won't have the same opportunities I did. You know, but I have some confidence that we're going to get a handle on this and try to make some changes. We still have some time, not a lot, but some time, and if we can make the changes necessary, we can slow down the process and at the time maybe even have more adaptations.
Change. It can be unsettling, it can be exhilarating, it can be downright confounding. That certainly applies to issues facing the West as well as individuals.
Glad we're finally here.
We are very glad to be here.
Of course, sometimes turning that page to the next chapter requires from us teamwork, sacrifice, and a willingness to look at things in new ways. All the values that have made Idaho, Idaho.